Good morning. I'm just going down to the bird hide. It's about 6:30 and the sun's just come up and I'm going to hopefully see some red squirrels. Oh, there's a little robin. Nothing there at the moment.
We've spent the night at one of the visitor centres in Galloway Forest, mainly so we could have a shower, but a bird hide here had good reviews, particularly for the red squirrels.
I'm fine. I'm okay.
I did see a red squirrel come down to the peanut feeder once while I was at the hide in the morning, and then another, or the same one, was up in the trees behind the hide as I was leaving, but I didn't manage to get any photos or videos though because they are just so fast. But it seems that we were very lucky to see any at all during our trip. We had 4 sightings, 2 in different places, because the locals had been telling us that there's been sightings of greys, and they unfortunately bring squirrel pox with them, which the reds are unlikely to recover from if they catch it. So where they were seeing 4 or 5 reds a couple of weeks before we visited, they have all but vanished from the hides now. It's very sad.
We're now heading to the place that we've probably been most excited about going to. Such lovely routes and views up here in Scotland. This road's a bit bumpy though.
We've had to get the old-fashioned map out because we've got lost with no signal. We've ended up at a dead end basically. The satnav was telling us to go through a locked gate that's just a walking path. But luckily, considering how few people we've seen so far on this trip, there was a man coming back from a hike and he told us where we are. We're here at the dead end and we just need to be over at this loch. So not too far luckily. So this road is where the satnav, we think is where the satnav took us the wrong way. We should be going up that way. So hopefully we're on the right tracks now. Let's see where we end up this time. was like deja vu because we went down a single track lane and it had cattle grids last time, and then we ended up at a dead end.
Well, we found a main road, so hopefully we're on the right track again now. Got 17 minutes till we hopefully arrive at Loch Doon.
Oh, look at this. It's going to get anywhere. Is it on water? Is that it?
Yeah.
I thought that said clatter, actually. Come all the way back. Now that one's in there.
I think that's Loch Doon over there. Loch Doon is the largest freshwater loch in southern Scotland. It's 5 miles long. The poem Ye Banks and Braes o' Bonnie Doon by Robert Burns is about Loch Doon.
So we've made it to Loch Doon, thankfully. From what we could see, it does look beautiful, but because obviously we're got to our park up in the dark, so, well, almost dark, it's going to be a surprise to see what it looks like in the daytime. In hindsight, I should have spent less time in the hide waiting for red squirrels to appear, and then we could have spent the afternoon here too, but never mind. Oh, I think that's the moon coming up. It's the moon coming up there. That's the only trouble. This is like a dark sky area, but we've not really been able to see the stars that well because it was a full moon yesterday.
Just cooking our dinner and making a cup of tea.
It's too cold out there. I'm going back to bed.
I've come out on my own. I've left those wimps in the van. Only joking. I wanted to explore around the park up, but it's a bit boggy and we didn't want the dogs getting wet and muddy. I think we found the best parking spot along the loch. All the rest seemed more like lay-bys, whereas it feels more secluded here, and it looks like you can get down to the shore too.
The weather's definitely changed from the first few days here in Scotland. We've got to wear our thermals now and coats and gloves. This is the ruins of Loch Doon Castle. It originally was on an island in the loch since the 14th century, but in 1930s they dammed the loch to create hydropower. So stone by stone they moved it up to this point now where it has stood ever since. The island just over there is where the original castle stood.
We were going to walk to the Osprey viewing station and the cafe that's up over that way, but it's about an hour and 45 minutes from where we are now. So we decided that's too far for Amber, well for both of them really, because obviously that would be there and back nearly 4 hours. So we've decided we're going to drive to the cafe and the Osprey place instead. And then I think we're going to head off from there to the coast. As lovely as this place is, we want to go and see a bit more of the west coast because we've seen a lot of forest, so we want to see some of the coast, and it gives us something to come back to here in the future as we will be back. The sun has come out and it's nice and warm again. We've even been joined by a butterfly whilst having our lunch.
You just missed the red squirrel.
I don't believe you.
Look, I called it. It's in the crate.
Very funny. We're just leaving Loch Doon. Would have been nice to have had another day here, but there's a lot more to see. We're heading to the coast now.
We haven't really planned where we're going along the coast because we didn't really know that we were going to. So like and subscribe to our channel so you see where we end up next on this journey.